Hello everybody, how's it going? It's me, Crendor, and welcome back to another Crendor Talks in front of a shitty green screen video. Today, we have one of the biggest updates in a while. I know I said that in my last video and the video before that, but this one is different, alright? Shadowlands developer update, closed alpha invites are coming this week. So, we got a big update from Ian today. About the upcoming Shadowlands alpha, as well as some things that they're going to be testing. So I'm going to read this out. I've got it up on the screen right now, so you can read along if you'd like. It's been 5 months since we first revealed our World of Warcraft Shadowlands expansion at BlizzCon 2019. The whole team has been hard at work transforming the vision we laid out last November into reality, and we can't wait to share our progress with all of you. Later this week, we will send out our first round of invitations to a closed alpha test for Shadowlands. The first batch of invitations will mainly go out to long-time WoW players with active accounts in good standing, as well as Blizzard friends and family, along with a limited number of content creators and journalists. The initial wave represents only a small fraction of the pool of testers that will ultimately gain access to the test in the coming months. If you're interested in helping make Shadowlands better, sign up using the beta opt-in link on the Shadowlands homepage. Later on, as we engage in focused PvP and raid testing, we'll also do some targeted invite waves that prioritize players with extensive experience or expertise in those parts of the game. Okay. Next. When the alpha servers go live, we will have the full leveled up experience in the Zone of Bastion available, along with its accompanying, why can't I say that, dungeon, the Necrotic Wake. Testers who are interested in checking out our revamped new player experience can play through the Alliance version of the new zone and tutorials. We'll aim to roll out new content on a regular basis through the test cycle. Later in April, we hope to offer the Zone of Revendreth, as well as a look at Torghast, Tower of the Damned, our endless dungeon experience. And we will continue to unlock content such as zones, dungeons, and endgame quest lines when they are ready for feedback, using template characters as needed to focus testing and feedback on specific parts of the game. Once everything has been released into the test environment, we'll officially move into a beta phase, wiping all characters and kicking off a larger round of invites for an end-to-end test of the entire Shadowlands experience. While content will be rolled out methodically over the course of the alpha, many of our underlying systems changes will be apparent from the moment players first log in later this week, and there will be hints of others that are still in progress. A few examples. Do tell. Players of all 12 classes will immediately see changes in their spellbooks, talents, and in some cases, even their resources. We'll have a separate blog coming out in the coming days discussing of how we applied the class design philosophies we laid out at BlizzCon 2019 and giving key examples of the sorts of changes to expect for each class and their specializations. Unlike the last couple of expansion alphas, where the conversation with the community so often began with us saying, "Let us know which spells you missed the most," this time around we're eager to hear whether we've gone too far with unpruning. Maybe a bunch of folks actually really hated Eyes of the Beast all along. Who knows? We have been making improvements to our quest interface with an eye toward better distinguishing major quests that are required to advance the narrative from optional side quests that tell more localized stories. Our work in progress 3D indicator of track quest objectives locations will be available to use, which aims to reduce the need to bring up the map when navigating the world and help more clearly identify when an objective is above you or below you. We're also rolling out a system that allows players to set a personal waypoint on the map, as well as share the pin in chat. Share that pin in chat channels, so you should no longer need an add-on to convey exactly where Rustfeather just spawned. Thank God. Also of note are some changes to PvP currencies. Notably, Conquest is once again a spendable currency earned through Shadowlands rated PvP. I've seen that that is a big thing among many PvP people. I'm not like a big PvP person, but I see a lot of people rejoicing over this. So hey, I like it. Players will be able to use Conquest points to purchase specific items of their choice from a vendor in the capital city of Oribos in an easy-to-find location naturally. Conquest can also be used to upgrade that gear further, similar to how Benthic gear worked with Mana Pearls in Rise of Azshara. We'll have lots more information to share on the detail of the system, as well as our broader endgame itemization plans as the alpha rolls we reach max level content. Oh my god, I hope they go back to, now that they're doing this for PvP, I hope they do it for PvE too. That'd be fantastic. And finally, as our community and fan sites dig into the game files that are packaged with Decline in the coming days, you'll also doubtless find bits and pieces of data relating to endgame systems like soulbinds, covenant sanctums, and crafted legendary items. Much of those features remain a work in progress, and essentially, especially in an alpha, the game's data contains numerous experiments and discarded ideas, so please take what you might find via data mining with a grain of salt. We remain guided by the core philosophies we articulated at BlizzCon, player agency, and empowering choices. We can't wait to share the details of these systems with you as soon as we're able. One of our main lessons learned from past expansion is the vital importance of carving out a large window in our alpha and beta for feedback and iteration on these endgame systems. Thank you for your patience, and we'll see you soon. No TM in the Shadowlands. Ian Hazakazuz, game director. So, that's a big post. And obviously, you know, like I said before, the PvP vendors coming back is one of the biggest things that they've announced. Let me swap to the image they put here with the post. So that is great, and I would love to see PvE vendors come back. Honestly, I think vendors are just great, right? There's something about getting something you want, earning enough of something to go spend that thing on something you want, rather than like, where are my dice at? Psh, did I get it? Nope. So that'll be nice. One of the other things I saw here, well, I saw a few things here, but one of the biggest things, players of all 12 classes will immediately see changes in their spellbooks, talents, and in some cases, even their resources. So obviously we expected, you know, spellbooks and talents to be a big thing. But resources, so this is, you know, mana, energy, soul shards. I was joking about having to farm soul shards again, and now after reading that, I'm like, are they actually bringing back soul shards, like old school soul shards? I don't know, like we don't know yet, but now I'm really curious. You know, I don't think they're gonna full blown bring back soul shards, but maybe there's who knows, right? They're looking at everything. So reading through a little more of this, it seems like they're gonna be bringing back a bunch of abilities, right? Because they say, let us know which spells you missed the most, is what they kind of talked about in previous alphas and in betas. This time around, we're eager to hear whether we've gone too far with the unpruning. So they are pretty much giving us a shit ton of abilities and spells, and being like, which of these are cool and which of these aren't. Here's a bunch of them. So that's gonna be really fun. I'm gonna make like every character just so I can like see what abilities each one has and play around with it. That's gonna be fun. Then the improvements to the quest interface. That sounds, you know, pretty neat. The quest interface in itself is kind of old and clunky. I've never really been a fan of the actual Blizzard quest interface in general, and even a lot of the add-ons I'm not really big on, but I'm curious to see how this works. It's nice that you can, you know, share the little ping of the map or the personal waypoint of the map. That's really cool. And then the other thing where they talked about having templates, right? So normally when you play an alpha or a beta, they give you like the lowest level character, and then you just level that character, and that's that. So this seems more like they're doing targeted testing, which seems smart, right? Like they're not just like, let's just throw them in there and see how everybody thinks, right? They're going to be like, no, let's test this specific thing, then let's test this thing, then we'll test this thing, maybe then we'll test this leveling zone, then we'll test the tower, the dam, then and so it feels like they're actually using this pinpointing quest technology they've developed to pinpoint their own alpha testing. I kind of just, you know, threw that analogy together, but you get what I'm saying, right? It feels like they're more, they're getting a little more detailed and aware of what what they're doing. I think it feels like sometimes a beta or an alpha is more of a demo of the game, while this feels like when you target specific aspects of the game, it's going to be far less of a demo and far more of an actual test, right? Because you're going to be like, oh, I want to play, what do I want to do today? And it's like, oh, the only thing I can do is Tower of the Damned. Well, I guess I'll play Tower of the Damned. And then you do it, and you're like, all right, I'll give my feedback on it. So I think it even encourages the testers to give feedback on things when you make it so that's the only thing they can play, right? So I like that as well. I think everything they said here sounds great. I think it's all falling. I was gonna say falling together, but that kind of sounds bad. It's all coming together, I think. And I think, like I said in previous things, I think they learned from BFA. But not only that, I think they learned from Classic WoW. I really think they learned from Classic WoW. And I think playing Classic WoW and going through all that again and seeing what worked in Classic WoW and what didn't work as well has helped them to create and even test Shadowlands. And so I'm just really excited to see what they've put together, because I think this is going to be their best expansion in a long time. And by a long time, I mean since before BFA. So yeah, what do you think of this entire post? Are you excited for everything? Are you mainly excited for the PvP vendors? Do you want PvE vendors? Are you excited about doing all the abilities? Leave all your comments and your opinions down below. And yeah, I'll be making more WoW content as the WoW content comes, because I love me some fresh new WoW expansions, no matter what it is. So thank you very much. Hit the subscribe button and the bell. Click the video links. And thank you very much. And I'll see you next time. Okay? Okay. See ya. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Da 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 da.